This second episode is brought to you by Vitamin.sg. Vitamin.sg is owned and managed by Sane Hall NutriHealth Private Limited, a leader in the health and wellness business since 1990.
Okay. Hi, good afternoon. Today we are here again with in our second episode of Women's Self-Care series, wherein we will be with Lopa. She's CEO of World of Wow Fitness, and we are here to give. She's here to give more insights on how fitness helps with women's self-care. So let's give a warm of applause for Lopa.
Thank you. Thank you
Hi.
so much, Jenny, for inviting me. Thank you.
Okay. So for my first question to you, I would like to know more on how you more know about yourself and how you've been into this fitness.
Okay. Okay. Well, it's a long story, but I'm going to not, bore the audience with my entire story. So, a long story short is I was doing a 9 to 5 corporate job till about 2009, and I felt, back in those days, I had a small toddler at home whom I used to leave and would go to work. And somewhere inside me, there was this mother guilt, which often used to itch. And I felt maybe I'm missing out my daughter's childhood years. And it also happened at the same time that I was diagnosed with a lot of health related issues, which I was not aware of. It just came in one after another, and all this happened together in 2009. So basically 2009 is a complete transformation of my life that happened. So I basically shifted from my regular 9 to 5 job, and that was the same year I had participated in a pageant in India. It's called Black Rights, which is India, and I stayed there away from my family for one whole month with other participants in Mumbai. I earlier used to live in, my house was in Bangalore, and I went to Mumbai and I lived there for one whole month. And that gave me, a lot of thought and a feed inside my head that before that, I would often complain about my life, about my schedule, about all the irritation that I used to have. But I think when I went there and when I saw all the other participants in their life and I heard about their stories, that's what gave me this insight that, you know what, I mean, you already are living such a privileged life, and there are so many other problems that women are dealing with. In fact, my problem is nothing. So all the health issues and whatever, all that was coming in, those are like no big deal. So when I came back, I gave a lot of thought that should I quit and should I start thinking what I want to do next? And I think the last trigger was, that mother guilt, as I said. I thought, okay, my daughter is really, really small, and I have so many years of work experience. So even if I take a little break, it's okay. I can again get back to work. So that was the thought when I took the break, and I really, really didn't know that I'm getting into fitness. But now when I join the dots, I think I have always been a very fitness oriented or an athlete kind of a person since my early childhood, because I'm back in my school days. I have been the head sports captain of the school. I have always led teams for different sports activities in school. So I think somewhere inside me, I always had this, doing something for fitness or keeping myself fitter was always there. But I think over the years, while you are working and busy in earning money, that kind of got led, and things just started coming up. So I think my awakening call probably happened in 2009. But formally, I certified myself and got into fitness industry from 2011. And after that, I have been constantly upgrading, and I've been doing a lot of things. And I still aspire to do a lot of things, and I always have a plan for which I always work for and I look forward to. So
Oh,
yes, so that's how it happened.
that story is very, very inspiring for especially like me.
Mm.
I actually isn't into fitness even though when I was younger, and it's actually this pandemic had something to do with my this
Health.
pursuing this passion. Yeah, because because going out has been limited already. So but then I know that I need to give myself some time as well. So I go one day I just decided I'll go for a run at 5:30, and ever since that has been my routine, and it has helped me a
Wow,
lot. Yeah, I am not
that's
a runner actually,
amazing.
but then doing a couple of rounds around our condo just to be COVID free also. Yeah,
Yes,
away from
yes,
the virus is very helpful for my mental physical health. Yeah, yeah.
absolutely.
Okay, so moving forward, may I know what the self-care mean to you?
So I think this definition of self-care has kept on changing as I have started growing older.
Mhm.
Uh, in my younger days, self-care would be, I would work from Monday to Friday, it's long and really work hard. And then Saturday, Sunday, I would just party. And that was self-care for me. Eventually, when you keep growing older and your body also starts transforming, the definition of self-care keeps changing. So in today's days, if you ask me what is self-care, and honestly, if you I have to answer, for me, my self-care is the time that I spend exclusively with myself in my own thoughts. Okay.
Mhm.
I am also a yoga teacher, and I have learned meditation, and I've been a regular practitioner of
Mhm.
meditation from last 1.5 years.
Mhm.
Before that, I did learn, but I was not so consistent. But in the last 1.5 years, and meditation is all about the more you practice, the more deeper you understand, because this is something which nobody can ever teach you or tell you what are the implications of
Mhm.
doing meditation on any
Mhm.
person. So for me, my self care is absolutely clear at this moment when I know that, okay, this is my time to take a break, pause, and revisit or introspect that, okay, what happened, or why am I feeling the way I'm feeling. So those
Mhm.
are my moments of self-care. Of course, I will not deny the fact that, going and doing something extra, like doing something apart from this, going to a spa and working out
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
and walking in nature. All those things are
Mhm.
definitely there, but the inner thing is always the one which where I am
Now
really, really
more deeper.
connected to myself.
Uh-huh.
That's my self-care. That's
Mm.
like 15 minutes is enough for me, and I know what it is. Yes.
Oh, that's great. Actually, the meditation is something that I want to dive to next. Right now, I'm starting to do journaling. I
Mm.
kind of remember when I was younger, I used to have the diary, but then of course it stopped. Yeah, but then right now,
Right.
I think it has been helpful for me, affirming myself every day of good things. At the start of the morning, it really shows throughout my day how it affects me. I
Right.
can firmly believe in myself that I'm doing it rightly. Okay,
Correct.
for the
Correct.
next question, does exercising do you think that exercising have something to do with self-care?
Of course, it has. I think forget about the benefits that a person gets out of exercise, whether it's if you become fitter or losing weight or gaining muscles or whatever. I think it is one of the prime important things when it comes to self-care. You go to any doctor or psychiatrist or a psychologist, that's the first
Mm-hmm.
thing that they always ask is, please exercise, not for anything but to get that endorphin high, but the feel good hormones coming in. So I think
Mm-hmm.
it is one of the core things for self-care. And it, when I say exercise, it need not be a regimental program wherein you
Mm-hmm.
are following a fixed routine and then
Yeah.
doing it. It can be as simple as doing probably gardening or walking your dog or just
Mm-hmm. Just being
folding
active.
your clothes. Yes, yes. So
Yeah.
that is also considered as exercise. So it
Mm-hmm.
definitely adds on. You are inheriting a lot of good energy while you're
Mm-hmm.
doing all this, and it is in turn definitely working for your self care. 100% it does.
That's great. That's
Yes.
great to hear. Okay, in line of that, what are your thoughts on women who focus more on weight loss instead of aiming for a happy, fit body? Because now, I mean, when you say exercise, one of the first thing that comes to mind is, oh, because that's you're chubby or fat, you need to lose weight. Yeah, those are the first, instinct. But then it shouldn't be like
Absolutely.
that, right? Yeah. So what are your thoughts on that?
This is such a great question, and when you sent me the questionnaire, I
Mhm.
was really waiting to answer this part because
Oh.
this is something which I often tell all my clients and my audience that it is extremely important to understand that weight loss is a lot more psychological than physical. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, weight loss is one of the things that you will achieve when you start exercising, when you start eating healthy. But the end goal for every human being is to feel healthy. Unless and until you feel healthy and you've lost weight, it really doesn't work.
Mhm.
I know a lot of women, in fact, a lot of women always try, and their only goal in life is to lose weight. Come what may, they may not, they
Yeah.
may just start eating like a bird. They don't even eat food, they start
Yeah.
nibbling because
Uh-huh.
of the fear that they will put on weight, right? So
Yeah.
at the end
Yeah.
of the day, they have fixed their mind to
Mhm.
that goal of losing weight.
Mhm.
Losing weight is possible. It's not a big deal. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
what is important is how is your energy level? How
Mhm.
fit are you feeling after losing weight? Are
Mhm.
you looking fresh and radiant, or you look really
Mhm.
dull with dark skin?
Uh-huh.
Are you having healthy hair, or you're having a lot of hair fall? So I
Mhm.
think what is very, very important to understand is,
Mhm.
this term of weight loss, or
Mhm.
I really don't know when exactly it started, because, when I have to think back about my childhood days, I really
Mhm.
don't ever think that those things were ever there. Yes, of course, there were times when we as teenagers may put on a little bit of weight, and my mom
Uh-huh.
would may say, okay, you know what? I think you need to exercise, you need to do something because it looks like you're putting on weight. So we'll just get back to do some activity, but never, with the thought that, oh, I have to lose weight because I need to
Mhm.
fit in certain clothes, or I need
Mhm.
to look a particular way. So I think it is very, very important, especially for women, to
Mhm.
understand the
Mhm.
importance of feeling fit. Because
Mhm.
if you don't feel fit, trust me, your confidence will go down. You will feel tired, sleepy,
Definitely.
low energy, and then
And
you will
sad.
have a lot of aches and pain in the body. Yes,
Uh-huh.
you will have so
Yeah.
much of aches and pain in the body, especially
Mhm.
women, their core strength, like after maternity, the core strength goes for a toss. Okay,
Mhm.
you may be eating less food and reducing your size of your
Mhm.
body, but then you are not feeling so good. So I think
Mhm.
it's very important to understand that weight loss is just a byproduct of you becoming healthier. So it's
Mm-hmm.
always becoming healthy should be the goal and not just weight loss. Weight loss will happen. Some may lose weight in 3 months and some may take 1 year or more than 1 year. It depends on body,
Yeah.
it depends on your effort, metabolism, and
Mm-hmm.
everything. Yeah.
So that's a very good explanation, and I'm sure a
Thank
lot
you.
of women
Yeah.
will be inspired with that and get lots of learning from it. Okay, as a mom, most of us would think that those women who have time to exercise, you know, have lots of time, as if we have a different 24 hours, But then, can you give us a rough insight of how your usual day looks like? Just as proof that
Sure.
even a busy woman like you can have time to exercise, and that it's not impossible for others to do so also.
Sure. So I have two views on this. One is a person is genuinely very busy and genuinely do not have time. Like for example, I have clients who is studying at the same time she is an entrepreneur. So she's a 22-year-old girl who goes to college, finishes
Oh.
her college, goes to her office and runs her business, and then she's back home at 10 in the night. Now she genuinely doesn't have time to exercise. And then we
Oh.
have another set of women who probably do not manage their time efficiently, and hence they feel that they don't have time. Okay, so what is important to look at is whether I'm genuinely busy or whether I do not have uh, or my time management is poor. So I will be very honest. I
Uh-huh.
actually felt in the second category when I always
Uh-huh.
used to tell myself, "Oh, I don't have time. Oh, I don't have time." And
Yeah, yeah.
eventually I realized that my thought or my mind is more blocked than my schedule, right? So it is through my learning I
Yeah.
decided that I need to do a proper time management. So
Mhm.
now what I do is, so I usually do 2 days of strength training, 3 days of yoga, sometimes 2 days of yoga, 2 days of strength training, or 1 day of brisk walking. Depends on how
Mhm.
I want to. I never push myself. Now,
Uh-huh.
when it comes to my workout, okay,
Mhm.
I come what may in my 24 hours, that schedule of 1 hour is fixed, irrespective of, like, for example, today after I finish the call, I have a class
Mhm.
at 3:20. So I knew that I will not be able to work out in the morning because I
Mhm.
had some work to finish.
Mhm.
So I scheduled my workout in the afternoon. So for me, that is very important. Now, I do manage my sleep. Sometimes, if I don't get enough sleep in the night, then I try to take a nap in the afternoon. And it is mostly like that because I have a teenage daughter. She comes back, she studies till very late in the night, and
Uh-huh.
I usually stay awake with her. So by the time I hit the bed, it is 11:30 or 12 o'clock. And then
Mhm.
again in the morning, I do wake up early because she has the
Mhm.
early morning school that
Go to
starts.
school.
Her bus
Uh-huh.
pickup comes early. So yeah, so,
Yeah.
so I manage my day like that. So I ensure that I'm working out, and also I ensure that I am eating food from my kitchen. And if I
Mhm.
cannot cook, I plan that okay, today I'm going to order food, and this is the place from where I'm going to order, so that I'm not loading unnecessary junk because of not doing correct planning.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's how my typically day usually looks like. Yes,
Okay. So my takeaway from that is time management and preparing,
yes,
planning. Okay.
absolutely. It's all about that.
That's right. Okay.
Oops, sorry to interrupt you watching. I promised this would be a quick one. Have you joined the giveaway already? Be one of the 4 lucky winners of this amazing giveaway. Be one of the lucky winners of Stazen Pro Bio Eye. It is an innovative, broad spectrum synergistic formula made of 8 different strains combined with prebiotics designed for Asian customers. These 8 strains have been professionally selected for its ability to adapt in Asian climate known for high temperature, and humidity. Stazen Pro BioI is a product of St. Hall NutriHealth Private Limited. Now, let's go back to the show.
Okay, you mentioned that your daughter is a teenager already. So I'm
Yes,
and you've been doing. I mean, you stopped your corporate job when she
mm,
was still a toddler. So mom guilt is. I mean, you know what mom guilt is. So
absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah.
so find time in doing it, in doing exercise, but remove this mom guilt from your thoughts.
So again, it goes back to the same thought of time management. See, mom guilt is
Mhm.
always there, whether your child is a toddler or a teenager. So
Mhm.
as I said, when she's back from school, so my daughter is back from school at around 4 o'clock, and once she's back from school, I usually would want to be around her. I mean, it's not a rule, but it's just
Mhm.
that mom guilt is there that,
Yeah.
oh, I'm not with her. Because earlier, when I was in India, I would do a regular job because I was running my own company. So I would come back home at 7 in the evening, which was
Mhm.
fine because that was
Mhm.
something which was already told to her, and that
Mhm.
fell into my routine. But now, since I'm not doing official work in Singapore, I think
Mhm.
what is important for me is, and this is something which I have told myself. So I
Mhm.
think mother's guilt or mom guilt is which is inevitable. You cannot avoid that. That will
Mhm.
definitely come. But what we can do is, okay, this guilt has to be taken care of, and the way I am taking care of that is by spending more time with my daughter, or by you know probably doing activities with her together. Like, for example, we do dance classes together.
Oh,
So
that's great.
spending a little more time, and at the same
Mhm.
time pushing her and encouraging her to do some
Uh-huh.
physical activity, because
Mhm.
kids, they just hate doing. At least my daughter, she hates it. I mean, she's like, why you have to be my mother? And you
Oh
keep
my
on
goodness.
to exercise. So, so I had to be innovative, and I had to find out a way to push her to
Make
do
it
some
fun.
form of exercise. So that's why I said, okay, let's join a dance class and do that
Oh,
together. So yes, so
it's
that's
like
the way
having
I
fun.
deal with my mother's guilt. And my message to all the mothers is, as I said, having mother's guilt is inevitable. You cannot avoid that. That is bound to happen, whether you are doing your 100% or if you are not doing your 100%. So it is, firstly, 100% should not be the right thing. Nobody can do 100%. But whatever you are doing, just know that you are doing your best to your capacity, and trust me, that's what it is. So your
Mhm.
child is not judging you. It's just your head which tells you
Mhm.
you should be doing it the way that someone else that you follow is doing it, or someone else who has told you should be
Mhm.
done in that particular way. So there is no fixed rule. It's the rule that you make. And
No rule book.
honestly, kids adapt. Kids just
Mhm.
adapt, and they respect you a lot more when they
Mhm.
see you, what all you do and
Mhm.
how you manage. May not be that
Mhm.
particular day, they may be
Mhm.
cranky, but they do. And I have a
Mhm.
lot of times such instances where I have seen that happening, when my daughter, who's almost turning 16, has told,
Mhm.
I don't want you to quit your job. I don't want you to quit this. At
Mhm.
this age, I have started studying again. So I couldn't have done this if I had no family support. So I think kids
Uh-huh.
just understand, and they actually feel happy to
Mhm.
whatever you do for them.
Proud.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
yes,
Um,
absolutely.
yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Now for my last question, how did exercising help you maintain a positive outlook in life as part of your self-care?
So I think it all starts with how you feel. Okay, so the days when you feel great, your energy is high, you feel
Mm-hmm.
more confident. You feel, you look radiant. Your energy, your vibes are high.
Mm-hmm.
You're smiling, you're laughing. Everything
Mm-hmm.
feels so good
Good.
on those days, right? So
Yes.
similarly, it boosts your confidence as well. So
Mm-hmm.
exercise as science has proved, releases so many happy hormones in the body that it
Yes.
definitely changes anyone's personality. Okay, that is just one part. Apart from that, it sets a discipline. A person who is exercising every day, that means the person is committed to do an activity on a daily basis. So that also gives, your disciplinary behavior towards anything a big tick mark. So I think exercise really, really influences a lot of human behavior, whether it's self-confidence, whether it is, talking about body language, whether your positivity, your vibe, your energy, everything. Yeah. You start seeing good in others all the time. You just don't see anything negative in anybody because you don't feel it that way. We usually talk negative about people or think that way is when we feel that way. So I think exercise really, really changes the behavior. Yes.
That's very good. I love listening to it. It's all positive. Okay.
Yes.
So first you send them a message, and then maybe you can invite them to your, your World of Wow
Okay.
Fitness. Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Sure. So, yes, guys, as Jenny just said that, don't do this for yourself. Don't do this for others. Do this for yourself. Okay. So it's your health. It is you who has to take care of it. And trust me, especially women, who think that you will get partner support or you will find a partner who is going to go out for workout with you, or who will eat the healthy food that you are eating, and who will be coming along with you. I'm sorry, those things do not happen in reality. Whatever you see in Instagram, those are only for pictures. So your goal is only your goal. And please start whenever you want. Today is your day, okay? If you're listening to today is your day, and start your journey today. And it is all about one day at a time. So,
Yes, definitely.
you start small, make very small change, but stick with it. And then on top you add, and even if you're deviating, it is just fine. We are all human beings. We deviate, we get off our goal, and we come back. And yes, if you want to consult me directly for one-on-one consultation, I do that. I have a company in India, and I have a team in India. So if you want, so I am basically a weight loss coach, and I help women lose weight, irrespective of whatever is your medical condition. I especially deal with women with PCOD, hormonal imbalance, depression-induced obesity, thyroid, and teenage obesity, postnatal, prenatal. So these are my specializations. Yeah, that's it. You can get in touch with me, or visit my Instagram page, and you can send me a DM, and I will answer you.
It's Get Fit with Lopa.
Yes, it's Get Fit with Lopa.
Yeah.
That's my personal page, and I also have a company page called World of Wow Fitness. You can text me in either of the pages, and I'll be happy to answer you back.
Definitely, I'm sure our viewers will do so. So thank you so much, Lopa, for your time.
Thank you.
I know you have a class to go to. So
yes.
I really am grateful and appreciate this opportunity so much, and I hope to
thank you so much for having me
again. Yeah. It was great talking to you and hearing more about you and your stories, and inspiring.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Thanks. Bye-bye.
This episode is brought to you by Vitamin.sg. It is owned by Sane Hall NutriHealth Private Limited. Now, make sure to visit my stories to check out if you want some great giveaways.
See you in the next episode. Bye.